And go for it, Paul.
Okay. Testing, testing. Today on Quality Time with Family Ties, we learn Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks, Part 2, now with more Tom Hanks.
And in 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Quality Time with Family Ties. I am one of your hosts, Scott Jones, and joining me all the way in New York, Paul Packler. How's it going, buddy?
I've been better. I just, I'm having a
Aw.
blue week. So let's see if I can fake my way through being happy today. You gotta fake it till you make it.
We'll
That's
try
what,
to.
that's what they say.
That's what you got to do, man. All right. We got an audience hopefully we have an audience that's
Wait, what? You were fading out already. What'd you say?
I said we have an audience that wants you to bring it, Paul.
Yeah, it will be brought in, so.
It'd be brought in. And sadly today this is going to be even rougher because we're not joined. Corey couldn't make it today. So we are minus the great Corey Pepper for all our 80s info.
Yeah, he had a family emergency, so we hope that all is well there and that he'll be back next week. We'll be back on schedule.
Absolutely. And he's missing out on the riveting adventures of what happens in part 2 because we are on season 1, episode 15, The Fugitive Part 2, like you said, with more Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
After that thrilling card conclusion.
Oh yeah.
I want to know: does the card come to life? Does it start its own detective service? Does it get married maybe and move to another house across the street in Columbus? Like what becomes of that card?
What happens to that card? What is going on with the card? And we find out the episode picks up right back in the kitchen after a lot of hard dwelling on that card, on the business card, and the Keatons are in turmoil. They don't know what to do. And what I found really
fun, lied to an FBI agent. That's
right.
That's pretty big. That's a pretty big deal.
That's a pretty big offense. They are committing a felony right now. Yes. This family that we have been following for 15 episodes and will be following for 7 seasons are breaking the law.
I hope it works out for them because I don't recall the next 7 seasons taking place in prison, but who knows?
Wouldn't it be awesome if the next 7 episodes are like Oz?
Wow, that'd be amazing.
This would be
never watched Oz. It feels like it's very scary. It feels too scary for me.
It's scary. I watched it for a while. It's scary and with a lot of male gang rape in it.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it is prison in the late 20th century America, so I'm guessing that would be kind of. It's not as fun as it was in Shawshank Redemption.
Not as fun at all. Not as fun at all. They back then they got to read books and hang out and sneak chess pieces in and just kind of talk about life. But
yeah, it was like a 95% like learning life lessons versus 5% gang rape in Shawshank, whereas I'm guessing it's probably life lessons 5%. And gang rape 95% in Oz.
Well, I'm going to disagree because I think on Oz they learned some life lessons. They just learned it the hard way.
The hard way.
The hard way. Like you better not fucking snitch.
Yeah. No.
So the scene picks up right back in the kitchen, and what I found really funny is how Jennifer and the kids are talking about what just happened because they talk about it like they're going to go to prison too.
Oh yeah, they're safe. They're fine. Even Alex, 17, he'll be all right.
Yeah, they're minors. They're gonna this is all gonna be pinned on Stephen and Elise.
Yeah. There's one they're debating of they feel very guilty for what they've done, but at the same time they're trying to figure out did Ned even do this thing that he's being accused of? And then Alex says, and this is really funny, he goes, "Let's look at this logically. They're lying to the FBI." Now, if he's innocent of that, and then we've done nothing wrong. And if he's guilty, we all go to jail. Now, here's the thing. That's not how crime works. That's not how.
No, you still broke the law.
Yeah, no matter if you're innocent or guilty, that's for a court to decide. So it doesn't matter. They don't get to decide. Oh, because he's innocent, everything's fine. That's. I'm trying to.
Because even if he is innocent, even if he is innocent, they still lied. Right. Right.
The Keatons really need to take a civics lesson. I feel like something was horribly wrong in their household.
They're criminals. The Keatons, they've now officially become criminals on this show. We are watching a group of criminals.
Yeah, I wonder how that, like, yeah, anyway. But yeah, Stephen has other problems coming up in this episode too, that his relation to law and order is very interesting here.
Very interesting. Yeah. Okay, so they're kind of you're right. They're debating whether or not Ned did this thing, and Ned comes back in classic Tom Hanks form, just very nonchalant and joking about what has just happened.
Well, he's very charming, so that's to be expected.
So charming that he can deflect the fact that an FBI agent just came in and that he has put his family in such a position that they are now fugitives too.
Right.
Does not seem to bother Ned.
But he's like,
bother Ned.
Let's get down to brass tacks and discuss this. So Mallory and Jennifer leave. Alex stays, and then Ned owns up to what he did. He embezzled, for all intents and purposes, what, $1.4 million? 4.5? What is it?
I think it's 4.5 million. And I love the delivery of it because Alex and Stephen and Elise, they're like, Ned, you wouldn't do this, would you? Come on, just tell us you wouldn't do it. Did you steal the money? Yes. It's a great delivery from Tom Hanks.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so what was going on? I don't know if we covered it. Did we cover it last episode? I don't recall what the actual story behind his doing this was.
The story was it revolved around a merger that was going to happen. That was going to put, I think, like 1,800 people out of work. And Ned felt really guilty about that. So to keep the merger from happening, he technically didn't take the money. He hid it in a computer system.
Right. This is back when computers were brand new. I think this is the same year War Games came out, the one with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah,
where, we have more technology and memory in our calculators. I mean, hell, we have more in our phone than NORAD had back in 1982. But back then, all computers were these magical devices where you could hide things forever, and it's really funny.
Yeah, this was definitely a fascination with what computers could do, and it sounding cool of how high tech they could be. So Ned hid the money in a computer system. He only has the password to be able to access that money. So the company can't do the merger, and it protects the job of those people. I don't know how that logically adds up.
I don't
think
think
that's even possible.
For the story,
I don't think it does.
I love that he says that Ned says, I opened a file in my own name, and then I have the password that it's just like, in your own name? Like, Jesus Christ, Edward Snowden, you are not Ned Donnelly.
No.
Yeah.
It feels like it would be more logical
maybe it's in the file marked Ned Donnelly.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second for editing.
Okay.
Do we need the classroom? Cool. Okay. We're going to stop for 1 second.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. Cool. Sorry, guys. What's up? Paul, I'm going to call you right back, okay? I have another room I can get into. Okay.
Okay.